Plane mode. Federal regulations prohibit the use of cellular networks during flight. The use of Wi-Fi to make video or voice calls is not allowed. Show your face able to carry on items.
This is his
Sure, all
seat.
armrests are in the resting position.
Suck ass job on the plane. Trying to punch. Suck, you fucking suck.
The interview room was silent before the storm of conversation began. Lights slightly dimmed as the camera focused on Tony Yayo sitting comfortably, but with a serious expression on his face. The host adjusted his microphone and welcomed the audience to one of the most explosive interviews ever recorded, where stories of hip-hop rivalry, personal drama, and industry battles would be revealed. Today's discussion was going to touch in.
Was recording them. It's a crazy story, man. I'll start from the beginning. We had a great Super Bowl weekend. Shout out to 50, shout out to Branson Cognac, shout out to the whole stick, the whole team, El Dorado, Chacho, Star, we out there, we mobbing. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, Ja Rule's out there by himself.
Incidents involving Ja Rule, plain confrontation rumors, lyrical wars between Lloyd Banks and Fabolous, as well as legendary beefs involving 50 Cent, T.I, and J. Cole. Tony Yayo leaned slightly forward as the interviewer asked him about the infamous plane incident story that circulated for years. According to rumors, tension once existed between Tony Yayo and Ja Rule during a flight encounter, a story that fans of hip-hop history often discuss online. Tony Yayo laughed lightly before saying that people exaggerate stories just to create drama. But he admitted that the early 2000s era of New York hip-hop was filled with aggressive competition. He mentioned that artists like Ja Rule were representing different styles of rap music at that time, while 50 Cent and his team were focused on street-style lyrical dominance. Talking about the history between Tony Yayo and Ja Rule, the conversation shifted toward the legendary rivalry between 50 Cent and Ja Rule. Tony Yayo explained that the conflict was never just about music but also about street reputation, business power, and survival in the competitive hip-hop industry. He said that 50 Cent built his image through aggressive lyrical attacks and strong marketing strategies, while Ja Rule focused more on melodic rap and emotional storytelling. The interviewer asked whether the beef was personal or industry-driven, and Tony Yayo replied that in New York hip-hop culture, respect was everything, and disrespect often escalated conflicts quickly. Moving deeper into the conversation, the interviewer asked about the lyrical battle perception between Lloyd Banks and Fabolous. Tony Yayo smiled and said that fans always compare New York rappers because the city has produced so many elite lyricists. Lloyd Banks was described as having a cold, technical rap style with aggressive punchlines, while Fabolous was known for smooth delivery and fashionable street storytelling. According to Tony Yayo, both artists respected each other privately, even if fans tried to create rivalry narratives online. The interviewer then asked about the legendary personality of 50 Cent and how he managed multiple beefs in the rap industry. Tony Yayo spoke proudly about 50 Cent, saying that he was one of the most fearless marketing minds in hip-hop history. 50 Cent never hesitated to respond to diss tracks, social media attacks, or public criticism. Whether it was industry competition with T.I or other artists, 50 Cent always preferred direct confrontation through music rather than avoiding controversy. When discussing T.I, Tony Yayo mentioned that Southern hip-hop had its own dominance during the mid-2000s era. T.I represented Atlanta's rap culture and built a strong street credibility image. Although rumors sometimes suggested tension between 50 Cent and T.I, Tony Yayo clarified that many of those stories were exaggerated by media channels looking for viral content. He said that hip-hop battles are sometimes business strategies rather than real personal hatred. The interviewer suddenly brought up modern hip-hop culture and asked about J. Cole. Tony Yayo respected J. Cole as a lyricist who focuses more on meaningful storytelling rather than public beef. J. Cole is often considered different from aggressive battle rappers because he promotes artistic development and conscious rap messages. Tony Yayo said that artists like J. Cole represent a new generation where skill and emotional connection matter more than confrontation. Talking about the plane incident again, Tony Yayo insisted that traveling stories involving artists are often misunderstood. He said that celebrities experience many interactions on flights, but not every conversation becomes a conflict story. Regarding Ja Rule, Tony Yayo stated that history between New York artists sometimes creates media narratives even when real-life tension is minimal. The interviewer asked whether the era of street rivalry in hip-hop is disappearing. Tony Yayo answered that modern music industry competition is different. In the past, artists fought for street credibility and neighborhood dominance, but today competition is more about streaming numbers, social media influence, and global audience reach. Artists like 50 Cent adapted early by building business ventures beyond music. When asked about loyalty inside hip-hop groups, Tony Yayo spoke about the importance of team unity. He said that during the rise of 50 Cent, the group environment helped artists like Lloyd Banks grow stronger lyrically. The interviewer asked whether internal group pressure helped improve music quality. Tony Yayo answered that competition inside a team sometimes pushes members to work harder. The discussion also touched on diss tracks and lyrical warfare. Tony Yayo explained that diss tracks were once considered a powerful weapon in hip-hop storytelling. Artists used aggressive metaphors, street references, and personal experiences to attack rivals. Fans loved these battles because they created excitement and suspense around album releases. Before ending part 1 of the interview, Tony Yayo reflected on his career journey. He said that survival in the hip-hop industry requires patience, street knowledge, and business intelligence. Artists like Ja Rule, Lloyd Banks, Fabolous, 50 Cent, T.I, and J. Cole all represent different styles of success inside rap culture. The camera slowly zoomed out as the interviewer thanked Tony Yayo for sharing deep insights about hip-hop history, rivalry stories, and industry truth. The audience felt the intensity of conversation, knowing that part 2 would reveal even more hard reality about rap battles, plain incident rumors, and legendary beef stories inside the world of Tony Yayo, Ja Rule, 50 Cent, and other hip-hop stars. The interview continued as the host prepared to dive deeper into controversial stories surrounding Tony Yayo and the hidden drama inside hip-hop history. The atmosphere became heavier as the discussion moved toward street politics, loyalty battles, and industry manipulation rumors involving Ja Rule, 50 Cent, and the early New York rap scene. Tony Yayo crossed his arms slowly and said that many stories people hear online are half truth and half entertainment. The interviewer asked directly about the legendary hostility between 50 Cent and Ja Rule, which fans still talk about even after many years. Tony Yayo explained that the conflict started from street reputation issues mixed with music competition. According to him, in New York hip-hop culture, disrespect was never ignored. When someone questioned street credibility, responses often came through diss tracks or public confrontation. Tony Yayo emphasized that 50 Cent believed in defending honor aggressively. Talking about 50 Cent, Tony Yayo described him as a strategic thinker who understood psychological pressure inside rap battles. 50 Cent was not only a rapper, but also a businessman who used controversy as promotion power. The interviewer mentioned rumors that industry executives sometimes tried to control rap narratives. Tony Yayo said that big artists often face invisible pressure from music corporations, but strong personalities like 50 Cent resist such control. The conversation then shifted toward the rivalry perception between Lloyd Banks and Fabolous. Tony Yayo explained that fans love comparing these two artists because both represent elite New York lyricism. Lloyd Banks was praised for his dark, technical, street-oriented punchlines, while Fabolous was known for smooth flow, fashion culture influence, and club-friendly storytelling rap style. According to Tony Yayo, real-life tension between them was never confirmed. The interviewer suddenly asked about Southern rap influence and mentioned T.I. again. Tony Yayo said that during the mid-2000s, Atlanta rap culture started dominating commercial hip-hop charts. Artists like T.I. brought trap-influenced street narratives mixed with mainstream radio appeal. Although media sometimes created stories about rivalry between 50 Cent and T.I., Tony Yayo said that many such stories were exaggerated for entertainment purposes. Moving toward modern generation rap, the interviewer asked about J. Cole and conscious hip-hop evolution. Tony Yayo showed respect toward J. Cole, saying that modern lyrical rap needs balance between message and commercial success. J. Cole is known for avoiding unnecessary public conflicts and focusing on storytelling about life struggles, fame pressure, and social issues. The topic returned again to the airplane incident rumor involving Ja Rule. Tony Yayo laughed and said that people online sometimes turn simple travel encounters into legendary gangster confrontation stories. He said that celebrities meet many strangers on flights, and not every conversation becomes a dramatic street story. Regarding Ja Rule, Tony Yayo stated that history should be understood in context rather than through social media exaggeration. The interviewer asked whether hip-hop beef culture is dying in the streaming era. Tony Yayo answered that modern rap competition is more digital. In the past, artists fought for neighborhood dominance and street credibility. Today, artists fight for algorithm visibility, playlist placement, and global streaming rankings. However, 50 Cent remained one of the artists who mastered both street reputation and business branding. When asked about group loyalty inside rap crews, Tony Yayo spoke about the importance of trust inside the team. During the rise of 50 Cent, unity between crew members helped build strong music identity. Lloyd Banks was mentioned again as a quiet but dangerous lyrical weapon inside the group structure. The interviewer pushed deeper and asked about diss tracks as psychological warfare. Tony Yayo said diss tracks were not only music but also social pressure tools. Artists used personal history, street references, and reputation attacks to mentally challenge rivals. Fans loved this era because rap music felt more raw and unpredictable. The conversation became more serious when discussing industry survival. Tony Yayo said that many artists fall because they cannot handle fame pressure. Money, attention, and public criticism can destroy creativity if artists lose focus. He said that 50 Cent survived because he treated music like a business battlefield. Before ending part 2, Tony Yayo spoke about future hip-hop culture. He predicted that rap music will continue evolving into global entertainment. Artists like Ja Rule, Lloyd Banks, Fabolous, 50 Cent, T.I, and J. Cole represent different chapters of rap history. The host thanked Tony Yayo for revealing more hardcore industry insights. The camera slowly zoomed out, creating suspense for part 3, where even darker secrets, explosive rivalry stories, and shocking hip-hop truth would be revealed from the world of Tony Yayo and legendary rap culture. The final part of the interview started with a dark and intense atmosphere as the host warned the audience that the upcoming conversation would reveal deeper stories about rap industry pressure, legendary rivalry emotions, and shocking truth surrounding Tony Yayo and hip-hop history. The camera focused closely on Tony Yayo, who remained calm but serious, knowing that this part of the interview would touch controversial topics involving Ja Rule, 50 Cent, and other rap legends. The interviewer directly asked Tony Yayo whether the airplane incident story involving Ja Rule had any real aggressive confrontation. Tony Yayo paused for a moment before answering slowly that the entertainment media often turns small situations into legendary war stories. He said that during long flights, artists usually focus on rest, music listening, or personal thinking. According to Tony Yayo, the rumored plane tension between Tony Yayo and Ja Rule was exaggerated by online communities searching for viral content. Talking about street reputation culture, Tony Yayo again praised 50 Cent as one of the most mentally strong personalities in hip-hop history. He explained that 50 Cent survived serious real-life danger before entering music fame, which shaped his fearless attitude toward industry rivals. 50 Cent believed that showing weakness in public could damage long-term respect inside rap culture. The interviewer asked about the psychological strategy behind beef promotion. Tony Yayo said that controversy sometimes helps music marketing, especially when artists want public attention. He mentioned that 50 Cent was famous for using social confrontation as a branding weapon. Instead of avoiding critics, 50 Cent often responded directly through music releases or social media statements. The conversation moved toward lyrical comparison between Lloyd Banks and Fabolous again. Tony Yayo explained deeper that Lloyd Banks represented cold street intelligence rap, while Fabolous represented stylish urban lifestyle rap. He said that both artists contributed differently to New York hip-hop dominance. Fans sometimes tried to create fake rivalry narratives, but inside industry circles, mutual professional respect existed. The interviewer then asked about Southern hip-hop power growth and mentioned T.I once more. Tony Yayo said that Atlanta rap scene changed commercial music direction during the 2000s. Artists like T.I combined street storytelling with mainstream radio success. This style allowed Southern rap to dominate chart performance for several years. When discussing modern lyrical generation, J. Cole was mentioned as a symbol of intellectual rap evolution. Tony Yayo said that J. Cole represents artists who prefer musical message quality over social media drama. Unlike battle-oriented rappers, J. Cole focuses on emotional storytelling, social reflection, and personal growth themes inside his albums. The interviewer suddenly asked a conspiracy-style question about whether record labels sometimes encourage rap beefs. Tony Yayo responded carefully, saying that the music industry is a business ecosystem. Controversy can generate publicity, but real artists must protect mental stability. He hinted that some conflicts are naturally occurring, while others are amplified by marketing strategies. Returning again to 50 Cent, Tony Yayo spoke proudly about their long friendship. He said that loyalty inside rap groups is rare because fame changes people's behavior. Money, power, and public attention can sometimes create internal jealousy. However, during the rise of 50 Cent, crew members like Lloyd Banks maintained strong group discipline. The interviewer asked whether modern streaming culture destroyed classic hip-hop battle energy. Tony Yayo answered that music technology changed competition methods. In the past, street reputation, physical presence, and neighborhood influence were important. Today's success is measured through global streaming numbers, digital engagement, and international audience reach. The conversation became darker when the interviewer asked about artists who disappeared after achieving fame. Tony Yayo said many rappers fail because they cannot handle pressure of expectations. When artists become famous, they must manage public criticism, financial responsibility, and lifestyle changes simultaneously. Talking about diss tracks again, Tony Yayo described them as psychological battlefield music. During the rivalry era between 50 Cent and Ja Rule, diss tracks were used to damage opponent reputation publicly. Fans treated these songs like sports matches, supporting their favorite rapper aggressively. The interviewer asked whether Ja Rule and 50 Cent rivalry could ever end peacefully. Tony Yayo answered that time reduces emotional tension but history remains. Both artists built different career paths. Ja Rule focused more on melodic rap and commercial crossover music, while 50 Cent built business empire influence beyond music. The discussion then shifted to the future of hip-hop culture. Tony Yayo predicted that rap music will become more globalized. Artists from different countries will influence mainstream rap evolution. Street culture storytelling will still exist, but presentation style may change. Before concluding, the host asked Tony Yayo to give final words about hip-hop legends mentioned in the interview. Tony Yayo said that Ja Rule, Lloyd Banks, Fabolous, 50 Cent, T.I, and J. Cole all represent different creative philosophies inside rap history. He emphasized that competition helped hip-hop grow into a global entertainment industry. The camera lights slowly softened as the interview ended with intense musical background sound. The story of Tony Yayo Plain Rumor, rivalry history, lyrical battle culture, and industry truth left viewers thinking deeply about rap world reality. The final message of the interview was simple but powerful. Hip-hop is not only music. It is survival, reputation, business, and expression combined into one culture.